Oh, hello. Welcome to open office hours for, what date is it? Someone tell me the date. I don't even know. I'm in summer vacation fog here at the moment.
18th.
Thank you. Okay. I need to see the right window. There we are. Okay, so we have an hour today. I'm going to do my best to get to as many questions as possible, but fear not if you don't get called on today. If for some reason I'm run over by all of your wonderful queries, I will get to them either in the Facebook group, or you can email support@xperiencify.com. You can check out replays of past sessions that we've done. I've been time-stamping them all with the topics, so they should be reasonably easy to go back and see what other people have asked about. So if you would like me to call on you, please raise your digital hand in the reactions button. There should be a raise hand button, and I will try to get to you in the order that I see you on my screen if it's behaving properly. And I will try to check on the chat. I've got the chat over on another screen, so hopefully I'll be able to do that as well. Okay. Lisa, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are.
I'm afternoon.
Afternoon, good afternoon.
I need some inspiration. I have a membership that has founding members that have years of stuff, and then I brought it over to XP, and the new members only have a chunk of that. But I have this whole library of stuff that I need to bring over at some point. And my initial instinct was to just put it in a separate course for these people, for the older people, so that the new people didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought the lifetime deal, so now I only have 10 courses. So I'm trying to minimize the number of courses that I use for this. So I would love a way that I can put all this stuff in, but the newer members, because the older members have a tagged founder, so that only the people tagged founder even know about these or see them. And the newer people only see the stuff that I've put in since the beginning.
Okay. And so they're all going to be added to the course at the same time, though. Is that correct?
They're already in. It's been running. And so the newer people are, coming in, but the older people are just sitting there. It could be all in its own module. It doesn't have to be intertwined with the others, modules for subject areas.
Okay, so there's several options. So I'll just try and answer it in a way that might be relevant to the most number of people. So we do have an option that, so if you've got a course that's already running and there's existing students in there, and they have access to, or you want them to have access to the replays that they've been a part of, you can set the replays so that they are only available to the people who are students at the time that the replays happened. Okay, and then all future students who are added to the course from a future date will not get access to those.
Okay. And is there a way to backdate the replays?
I don't think so. I will check into it, but the workaround I'm thinking for your situation is that we do have the unlock a module experience or trigger, so that you mentioned that you have tagged the students who need to have access to this material in a certain way, so you can set it so that that module is released only to the students who have that tag. So if it's a thing that you can put all in a module, that would be one way to do it. Does that sound like something
that could work? Would the other people see the module?
Not if they don't have that tag.
So it won't even show up. It won't be like dimmed out or anything. Okay, that could work. Yeah. Because I don't want to taunt them. you know.
See what you missed out on? That wouldn't be very cool, would it? Okay, so let me check on, oh, look, I don't think you can backdate something. I think, so what I have seen is that when you're adding a replay, so for those who aren't clear, in step 3, when you're adding your course content, there's a modules and trainings section, then there's a replays section, and then there's a bonuses section. And when you add things to replays, it does have an option, and it says make this available to only to all students or to only existing students, so that future students will not see it. Okay, so that's where you would need to set that content is only available to those who have already been in the course up to that point. Okay, replay.
And that's only replays, not trainings.
That's replays, not trainings. Yeah, correct. Okay, because that assumes that the core content of your course needs to be seen by everyone. Okay, yeah. Whereas replays of live calls, some course creators open up all of their vault, their whole thing to some people, but I understand if you don't want it set up like that, you just want them to have, from the point that they become a member. So that's why that option is available there for the release to only existing students and not future students who join after the date that the replay is put in. But I will check in on backdating replays for release.
But if I like the module better because these are trainings, right? So they belong in with the trainings.
Okay, yes.
So
yes.
Though I may not bring the coaching replays over, but it would be nice. I guess I'd have both. So if you could find out about that backdating thing.
Yeah. Okay. So in the help center, there is an article that says unlock a module. And so that's an experience in the experience engine where you would set that up. So you've got to set up the tag, which you've already done, it sounds like, so that the students who you want to have access to this already have the tag. And then in the experience engine, you would set the release of that particular module only to those students who have that tag.
And if someone came in with the tag later, they would still be able to see it.
If they have that same tag, yes.
Okay, good.
You can make a different tag if you want to set up a different scenario for them.
I have some that are pokey coming over to Xp. They don't know what they're missing.
Okay, so let me know in the Facebook group if you have any issues with the unlock a module experience, but I think it's all there with the screenshots, etc.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we have Heather's asking me a handout. There's no handout for open office hours, Heather. If she's still here, she's still here. Heather, there's no handout for open office hours. Open office hours is just an open forum for questions to get me to walk through things that you're having issues with or would like to learn. Okay, the trainings, which are alternate weeks, they have handouts. Okay, fantastic. All right, Bob, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Long time no see.
Long time.
I've been working on my course and I've got it videotaped and I've got the done for you. So I'm working diligently to get it done by the end of this month. So I have a few questions but I think they're short. Most of them are just yes, no, or, they're not very big questions, I don't believe.
Okay.
And some of them I've seen, or I think I've seen, but I'm not sure. So I'll just ask you and you can tell me. Is it possible to clone a whole course?
Yes.
Or to clone a module, a training module?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
You wanted
yes.
a short answer. We call it duplicate though. Okay. So in order to duplicate or clone a course, do you want me to share my screen? Would that be helpful? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll attempt to.
So this course is like the first part. It's based on a book and this is the first 6 games in the book, and then there'd be another one with 5 games. And if I could duplicate and then kind of switch things in and out, it would be super handy.
Yes, yes, you can. So you can duplicate it. The only thing it does, like, so it makes an exact copy. The only thing that it does differently is that it will by default turn off the experiences in case, because often when you're copying, the dates will change or some details will change, and they don't want everything to just like start firing before you've actually double checked it. Okay, so you'll need to go in and check that your experiences are set up how you want, and then turn them back on with that little toggle that goes green.
So they'll duplicate, but they'll be shut off. Okay, great, perfect.
Okay, let me attempt this highly complex task of sharing my screen. Oh,
good thing you're a tech
want to
wizard
see.
there, Danielle.
Oh, not at all, not at all. Okay, you can see stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is it going to behave? My internet's going to be really slow now. Oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, the mouse is going the wrong way. Okay. What am I showing you? Duplicate a course. Okay.
Yes.
My brain momentarily froze there. Okay, so I'm in a course. My course name is test course.
Yes.
And up the top right, there's little 3 dots
Ah,
with an option to duplicate or delete.
awesome.
And so all you do is duplicate it, and it will appear then at the bottom. I haven't done it, so it won't be there,
Right.
yet, but it will appear in your list, and it will say copy of and whatever the course name is. Okay, and then you go into it and check that everything's as you want it set up.
Oh, cool.
If you want to duplicate a module, is that what you said?
Yeah, for
Okay.
a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go into your course, into your modules and trainings. And this is what I was talking about in the previous question, by the way, guys. We're in step 3, modules and trainings. There's replays and then there's bonuses. Okay, so there's 3 separate places to put content. All your core stuff should be going in here. Okay, you certainly don't need to use replays. Oh my goodness, did you see my mouse thing just go crazy? It just went extremely large. Okay, that was exciting. You don't need to use these if you don't want to, if you don't have things, so you can completely leave them blank, but they are there in case you want things separated out. And the way you would do that is the way you give access to that is to have in your navigation header a link to replays and bonuses. Okay, and I have gone through that in previous trainings, and there's also in the Help Center articles, the ways to set up replays and bonuses. But I just wanted to show you that differentiation there. Okay, so we're in modules and trainings. I go to the module that I want to duplicate. I don't know if my screen is showing all of it. Over the 3, it's not showing. Oh. Let me hang on. Oops. Sorry, I'm getting used to a new computer, and I'm trying to use a mouse that's not really cooperating. Oh dear. Okay. My MacBook does not like my non-Mac mouse. Okay, so this is the module I want to duplicate. Over on the right, there's 3 dots. And hover there and then go down to duplicate. You can duplicate it, which will just pop another copy in the same course, or you can copy it to another course, or you can move it to another course. So it means remove it from this course and put it in another course instead. Okay, excellent. So you've got lots of options there. And yeah, again, just go in and check that the dates are correct and the details that you want are correct for the duplicate that you've just set up. Okay.
And can you do that with the bonuses too?
Let me see.
Yep.
Like it.
Ooh, cool. Cool.
Awesome.
Excellent. So another question I have is, did I read that Murray wrote that that Xperiencify will create a transcript of a video, or am I imagining that?
No, that was a fabulous, realistic dream that you had. It is real.
So
Yes.
is it in play now, or is it coming, or?
It's not ready yet. We are working on it. So there will be transcripts, captions. I think he's integrating DeepL, DEEPL, which is a fabulous translation software and captioning tool. So yeah, it will be amazing. We'll keep you up to date with the announcements in the Facebook group and by email. But yes, it's in the works right now, not yet available though.
Right. Okay. No, that's fine. Another question I had, when it says terms and conditions on your sales page, are they referring to just like you have 2 weeks free or 2 weeks to get your money back? It's not it's not the terms and condition like I have on my web page that's like, a page long.
It can be. It's totally up to you how you want to run your business. A lot of people have their terms and conditions. We give you the option to link to a page on your website. So you can either have a pop-up that just has pasted text in there. For example, on some of the courses, I think Murray's got one that just basically says, you'll love this, or I'll just refund your money no matter when it is, even if it's 100 years from now. So it could just be as simple as that, or it can be a really detailed legal text that you've got from a lawyer. It's totally up to you. We can't provide the legal advice to you about how to run your business. Yeah, but so you've got option of copying and pasting text that just pops up, that has a pop-up when people click on what are the terms and conditions, or it can be a link that is to another page hosted on your website, for example, or anywhere, that is the whole kit and caboodle about, everything under the sun.
Right. So it'll either be a pop-up or a link if you put something in. Okay. That's great. And the last question I have is, I've got most of the recordings done except for my welcome video. I wanted to leave that to last. And I've got I've come up with all this stuff, and I'm wondering, can a welcome video be too long? Is it, because it's part of it, welcome, and then I've got all this stuff I want to kind of explain about the course. Should that be a different module, or I don't remember what Marisa did. It's been so long since I was in her course, and I just was thinking, do they tend to be rather short, like just a few minutes? Hi, glad you're here, and jump in, and then maybe another video that's, I'm sure you can do it either way, but do you have any suggestions? I guess that's my question.
My suggestion would be, how do you like to consume a course? When I go to it, so imagine you've just bought something, you've clicked the button and up pops that you've just landed straight in the homepage, and you want to be validated that you've made the right decision. You're excited to get started. Okay, it depends on what you're teaching them, I guess, but my feeling would be that have a short and sweet, just say is enough to validate them, reinforce the mission of the transformation that you're going to promise, and introduce yourself. Okay. And also, I think a little bit about what being successful in the course would be. Okay, just a very brief overview. What then they're faced with is, and the way we usually set it up, is the goals, so that they can see what's ahead of them and they're excited about what's happening. Then you can go into some very quick administrative, like book some calls, mark your calendar, join the group, or whatever it is that you want them to do. And they're getting the wins, they're checking things off, and they feel excited. And then they see the very next video, which could then be, and I've seen a lot of course creators have, their very first actual core training video is kind of a detailed, let me walk you through. This is the bird's eye view of how everything's going to run in the next however many weeks we're together. Okay. So yeah, I think that first welcome is yay, let's get started.
Right. And so the question would be, if I ended up with like 4 videos here, would that be a module? I mean, or is a welcome and then 3 more like a, you know, let's get, you know, on the road, and here's the, you know, maybe something like that. Because like I said, I definitely, this is an kind of a general, it's going to have people that aren't really into a lot of detail at this point anyhow, and probably not ever. And I don't want to say, you know, there's a million things you got to do, but yet there's quite a few things
There's a million things you got to do. Yeah. The first module can totally be just an orientation. Okay. And it doesn't matter how many videos there are. I think if you know that your clientele are a certain way, then try to accommodate that learning style in the way you help them navigate, but make it fun and make it feel like they're getting progress. Okay. So instead of like a 20-minute video explaining 87 things that they need to do, I would break it up into like thematic things that you need to do, and then give them the task, check them off, and celebrate them early.
Great.
So that they feel good about, it's like, yeah, I'm hopeless at this usually, like, but hey, this is like good. I'm actually getting things done. Okay.
That's
so
really
break it down to short videos, give
Yep.
them the steps, reward them, and then they can move on. They'll feel that momentum to keep moving on, rather than, oh, geez, I've got to watch a 25-minute video of all these things that I don't want to do. Okay.
Right. I planned on doing a short one, and then when I started figuring out everything I needed in it, I'm like, oh, I don't want to put this out in front of them. They'll be quitting before they start.
Yeah, and put the name of the training, the name of the video, make it somehow enticing.
Yeah.
You know, rather than, you know, 87 things you got to do. Yeah, just try and think, how would you like to, you know, approach it as a student?
Yep, that's very helpful. Thank you. Very helpful.
No worries. Okay, I've got a couple more hands here. I'm just going to check the chat. I think there's some. Ben Fraser, what does the front end of XP look like from a blog to purchasing one course of many? Okay, Ben, are you still here, Ben? I'm not quite understanding your question.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I think I saw a little bit of what the front end looks like with different courses. So let's say you're selling a lot of different courses, and and you have a blog, and someone want to purchase one of the courses. So from the blog, they will click a link, I'm sure, and it will take them to XP, right, where all the courses lie. And then I'm assuming that you click on the course to purchase and put your credit card and everything, and then it takes them into the course. I've just never seen what that looked like.
Okay.
I've seen what Marissa does with her courses of being inside a course, and I understand how that works. But from, you know, from buying a course, what does that look like when you buy a course?
Yeah. Okay. So there's an infinite number of possibilities as to how you can set up the way you get students to buy your stuff. Okay. But the options that we have are that you can connect your order form, and I'll show you what an order form looks like. Okay, I'm in courses. Okay, so an order form's just a page where they can enter their details and actually pay. So you can connect this directly to whatever, if you say you've got a blog, You can have a button on your blog that's hosted elsewhere, and you can just basically, you've convinced them that this is the thing they need, and they can just go in and buy straight away. Or anywhere else you want to put it, in a sales funnel somewhere else on a sales page. Or you can take them to a marketplace page, which is where they've got a little summary of, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about my mouse here. Oh, okay, ditching the mouse. So you can choose. So I have a few courses in my account, and I have chosen to display these courses. Okay, you don't have to have all of them. You can just have one. You can have however many you want, where it just has a little blurb about what they are. You can have two buttons where it has a little bit. You can go to like a sales page where there's a lot more information about it, where you're really selling them on what they want to do. And then a button which takes them, this one's free, so it's just a registration button. But if it's got a price on it, that button takes them to the order form, which is what I showed you before. This page, which is where they. Okay, so you've got a couple of options. Yeah, and then it will open up to the homepage where they're actually inside the course once they have either paid or registered for the free thing.
Right. That's lovely. Yeah, I've never seen that before. So that's good to
you can
know it does that.
You can customize that marketplace page however you want. Like I've just got it set up with, my colors and things like that. But yeah, so it's kind of a good summary of, it's like a storefront where they've got, they can see a bit, and then they can click on a button and they can go to more information if you want, the full kit and caboodle about why they should join.
Right. You could put a sales page inside there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, the second button can then go to a custom sales page that you can also set up within Xperiencify that goes into all the details about the course. Okay. And then the button on that page can then also go to the order form where they actually purchase. They put in their credit card.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That answers my question. I hope. Thank you very much. Yes.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Helena. Helena. Are you with us? Would you like to unmute? I'm not sure. She may have stepped away. Helena? Okay, we might pause Helena, and she may have stepped away, and go to Coach Doris, and then I'll come back to Helena.
Yes, I've just got one question. And you may have shown this, but I haven't watched all the replays.
Sure.
I want to add worksheets to my training.
Yep.
But do I add those in resources or bonuses? Where do I add those?
Yeah, so within the actual training that you're doing, so you've got a video and you've got possibly some text and you've got some action steps you want them to take. Within that, and I'll share my screen and show you, there is a little button that has, I think it's called downloads, or maybe it's called resources. Let me see. Share screen. That's not what you want to see. Okay. Not step 2. In step 3. Okay. Step 3, in my bonuses and in my, modules and trainings, this is where the actual course content is. And say I'm in my first training and I've got some worksheets that I want to add. It's called downloads. Okay.
Downloads.
So this is where the basic info is. Media is where you upload your video. Release timing. Points is where you put the action steps. And downloads is where you would upload anything that you want the student to have. And it can be a PDF, an audio file, a PowerPoint slides, a Word document, Excel spreadsheet, almost anything, I think. And you would click on the Add Plus button, the green button over here on the right, to add another thing, and then click here to upload. And it will take you to your document folder on your computer. You can call it whatever you want. So this one here that I've uploaded before is a mind map. So I have named that accordingly. You can put a little emoji in there if you want to make it fun. And I'll show you what it looks like in the actual course. Oh, what are you doing to me? I don't want to do that. It's not going to let me because I've not added something. Delete. Okay, close. All right, so what it will look like, actually, I'm going to go preview here. So this is inside my first training, module 1, training 1. And any downloads that you put in will appear across here. You can have as many as you want, but I would recommend not having more than a few because it can seem really overwhelming. If you need to provide them with a ton of resources, I would probably split up the trainings so that you're only giving them what is essential for that particular training, okay? Because no one wants to see 87 things that they have to download here, okay? So, and then they just click on that and it downloads to their computer, okay? You can customize all the colors and things that you want here.
Is that where the the transcript would show up eventually?
Oh, that I'm not sure because we haven't finished building it out. But if you do happen to have already a transcript that you're uploading, providing for them outside of this feature that's coming in Xperiencify, yes, that's where a transcript it would make sense to have it there. I'm not sure how the developers are setting it up for this future feature, Barb. But yes, if in step 3, whoa, where am I? You upload here, if you upload a transcript here, that's where it will show, is underneath the trainings here. And you can make them different colors so that they stand out more if you want.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Doris. Helena, are you here now?
Hi, Danielle.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Yes, I was there, but I'm on my phone because for some reason my laptop doesn't allow me to go on Zoom and I didn't know how to unmute myself. But now I do. Sorry for that.
It's okay. Glad to have you here.
So, thank you. I have some questions. Some of them will be pretty quick, I hope, I guess. I was interested to know because I cannot organize this to see in the forum. Can the participants see each other?
You can turn it
because
on. You can turn on the member list for that particular group. You can turn it on or off. It's in the settings for that particular group. So members can remain completely hidden, except if they actually participate. So if they participate, obviously they will be seen. But you can turn on or off the members list so that others can't see who's in the group.
And where can they see that? Can they see that on the forum in the community? Like they see the pictures of everybody like on a Facebook group, or what does it look like? Okay,
try and show you. Oh, I keep forgetting to press the share screen button. Okay, share screen. Okay, I don't even know if this one has a forum. Let me see, we'll find out. Have I got forum up there? No. Oh, I don't have a forum set up in any of these.
Okay.
Let me do, what I will do is I'll do a little video in the, are you in the Facebook group?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And I will tag you. Is your name the same
Awesome.
in Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. That makes it so much easier. Okay, so I will do a Loom video to show you what the forum looks like, but there is underneath the posts, there are some little 3, I think, menu buttons about, and one of them is members list. Okay. And if you have that turned on in that particular group, that's where they can click and they can see, just like in a Facebook group, there's a little members feature click button where they can see all of the list of members, and it will show, you know, up the top of, I can show you this, I guess, about what their profile image looks like. They can change it as well. So preview a course. Okay, do you see up the top here? That's my profile picture, which I have uploaded. You can upload anything you want. It can be a pussycat. And that's the name that I have in my XP account. Okay. So what they will see in the forum when I do this little video is that little circle image that they have uploaded themselves as their profile. If they don't have an image there, I think it just has their initials, like it will just be DR or something. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what that. It's just a tiny little image, just like on the Facebook.
Danielle, could I just ask, if when you do that Loom, would you show, like, if someone commented with and posted a video, what that, I've been wondering, maybe you can just tell me, does the video show up as like the picture, or is it just a link? And so, like, I'm doing dog training, and I wondered if they'll, you know, be a picture of the, you know, a still picture of the video.
Yeah, like a preview image that it is a video rather than just a link. Yeah, okay, I will.
Thank you. Sorry to bother.
No worries. Link or members list. Okay, Helena, does that answer? I mean, I'll obviously put the video in, but is there anything else you wanted to add about your concerns about the members list?
Well, probably it's related. I was planning to make some contests, and I created a badge for top contributor. But then I was wondering how I can know who is a top contributor. I mean, if people are in the forum to like and to put posts, is there like an overview of what they do? Can I, at a weekly basis, for example, see, oh, this is top contributor of the week?
The team are at this moment extending all of the features and the capabilities of the forum. I know that a summary of activity is definitely on the list. I'm not sure if it's right there at this moment or not, but yes, being able to recognize contributions in the community is certainly an experience that we want to be able to give our course creators, so that it's really easy and simple, just like in Facebook, where they give, you know, they have a bunch of badges and they will actually tell, you know, it recommends to the admins, hey, this person's been the most active. Yes, that's our intention as to how it will work. At this moment, I don't think we are quite there yet. Yeah. And we are working on how to have like a single point of viewing all the activity that's happened in the forum.
That would be very nice.
I think at the moment there is also, the way it works is that it will show you there's a little like a way to filter all of the posts in the group so that you're only seeing new activity. I think that's already there. So every time everything that's happened since you were last in there, it will show so that you can catch up. Yeah, it's definitely in the works, and I'm hoping Murray will pop in. You know, he's been doing regular updates by email and in the Facebook group. I'm hoping that we'll have another one of those this week or next week, so that we can keep you all updated on what's going on there.
Okay. And then in the sessions, one of the tasks is to submit something. instead of checking it off, it is to submit, like, I know we cannot use the word homework, but like submit your milestone.
Yeah.
So where does this go to? If they submit that, where do I see that?
Okay, at the moment, currently, you would need to go into your student list and see the student's activity to view it. And the student can also go into their own activity in their account and see what they have submitted. They can see all the things they've checked off, all the things they've commented on, etc. The vision for this is that it will be, there will be an email alert or some other notification to the admin that something has been submitted and that you can view it, at the moment that it's been submitted. At this time, it's a manual process of having to go into that individual student to see what they have submitted.
And how can I see that?
I'll show you.
Mhm. Because I promised to review their stuff in 48 hours, so I have to find it first.
So in your account, there's on the left-hand column, there's a student tab. And then you would go click on the student. I'm not on a real one. You would click on the student. This one probably doesn't have anything. Click on the student and then you go to their activity and then it has a summary of everything. There's nothing, this student hasn't done anything, but there's a summary there of absolutely everything that they have submitted and done. The other option is that you can put the commenting thread in and they can submit things for feedback from you as well as their peers. And that, let me see if I've got one here with a commenting thread. And that means that you can see it straight away. Everyone can like and react to it. Let me see if I've got a commenting thread. Yeah, here. Okay, so you can say in your action steps here, you could say post in the comment thread, a screenshot of your thing, or upload your homework worksheet or whatever it is. And then down here, they can create a new post and they can attach something, they can put a photograph, they can put a Giphy, and then everyone else who's in that group can then like, comment, give them feedback, encouragement, and then others see that everyone else has done their work and they want that recognition as well. So it is actually a really good motivator to get people to actually do the task, and then they will go and check it off as having been done there.
Yeah. This thread, this comment thread, is this taken back in the forum?
Yes.
I heard Murray say something about that, but how does that work?
Yeah, so
where do you see it?
Okay, so the ability in the forum is to associate a particular space within a group. So the divisions are group and then space. Within that space, you can associate that with a particular training within the course. Okay, and so what it will do,
create a space like module 1 comments.
Yes.
And link that module 2 comments.
Yes, exactly. Or homework or whatever it is. Yes. They are tweaking it as we speak, but the intention is for it to then appear in both places so that directly beneath the training where you've asked them to do that task, it will show, and that's where they can submit and interact with each other, but also on the dedicated forum page where they can see all of the other spaces and groups that they're in. It will kind of duplicate over so that they can also catch up on any activity that they've missed and be able to see and comment and submit in that area as well. But it's in effect the same thing. It's just been cloned over so that it is appearing in two places. They're tweaking that right now. Okay, so it should be ready very, very soon.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then there's one question I have. I can't get my head around these bonuses. In my course or in my admin page, I created 3 bonuses. And so I can see them as an admin. But when I log in as a user, so I created this test user, I don't see these bonuses. Although on the page, first I had it set for always visible for everyone, and still I didn't see them.
Okay.
And now I follow the video where you have to tag people, give them a tag bonus, and when they have, for example, 3 XPs, and then on the page of the bonuses you put visible only for people with this tag, doesn't work either. I don't get my bonuses unlocked. Do you recognize that? Am I
Okay,
the
so
only
do you
one?
have a bonuses link in a navigation header on the page so that they can actually see the bonuses?
I don't
show you what I
really
mean.
understand what you say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the navigation header. Okay, do you see how I've got links here, home, all trainings, all modules, and my courses?
Yes.
Do you have as one of those links? Do you have a link to bonuses?
I'm pretty sure I have. Let me check that on my computer. Who is all bonuses?
Okay, you do?
That's what you are asking, yes?
Yeah. Okay, so that's the way you get people to access the bonuses, is they will click on that link and it will take them to the bonuses page. It sounds like there might be something not quite right in the way you've set it up. So I would, the tech support team will need to go into your account to have a look at what the settings are. So if you can email them, support@xperiencify.com, or you can use the little chat, which is in the lower, the lower right, this green
because
thing.
on the bonus page it says awaiting start.
Okay. So that makes me think that there's a setting not correct with the release. Yeah. Okay. The tech team will help you because they will be able to get inside your account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's it for today, Danielle.
Thank
you so much.
All right. I'll
You're
get that.
awesome.
I'll get that Loom video to you in the Facebook group later on.
Yeah, that's good. And I will send you a direct email for the CSS I need to do for the color of my links. I was talking with Rachel. And she said I should come to you because I did it myself, but I got a very strange result that I didn't want.
Okay. Yeah.
So I prefer you have
an email, Danielle@Xperiencify.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Danielle.
You're
Enjoy
welcome.
your day. Bye.
Bye. I apologize if people can hear the dog barking. I'm sorry, this doesn't like that someone's walking past the house. Chris, you're up next.
Okay. Hey, Danielle.
Hello.
So I've got, well, I don't know what happened with my camera. I've got a couple of questions. These may be simple yes or no's. And if it's no, of course, that's fine. And if it's yes, then you may or may not want to go into the detail because it's a little more advanced than typical Xperiencify setup. I did build a course on Xperiencify 2 years ago, so I'm somewhat familiar with the platform, although, you know, you guys have made some nice enhancements, but my program design is not a typical modules and trainings format. I'm designing my entire program as a game, so the setup is like rounds and turns. Is there a way to reconfigure the, you know, the way those items are presented to relabel modules and trainings at least, or maybe even jiggle the way everything's presented, or is that hardwired in? That's question one. And then question two is regarding celebrations. I didn't see any uploadable options for putting my own celebrations in, and the marketing, the aesthetic of my entire program is more AI art versus like clip art. So I want my celebrations, you know, I'll design them on Midjourney, and I'd like to upload them, but I didn't see an option for that. So those are my questions.
Question one is yes, you can totally rename modules and trainings. There's an article in the Help Center on renaming. I think you need to be in the growth plan to do that. Are you on growth plan?
Not yet, but I can be when I'm ready to go.
Well, if you're on a trial, you are in growth by default.
Okay.
So it will give you that option to update the names. You can totally rename everything. And I think next week we've got the translation feature where you can actually change everything to a different language. So you can totally rename everything to even something that's not in English. So yes, total possibility. And with celebrations, you can upload a custom sound effect. You can't upload a custom visual at this point in time. There's 6,500 pages of options there right now. I think they are working towards having it so that you can upload your own visual, but it's an incredible amount of coding that's involved in that. So
Understood.
that possibility is not there right this second, unfortunately.
Without going through the 6,500 pages of celebrations, is there a way to sort by art style, not by theme, but
Unfortunately,
I would be
not,
looking for maybe
no.
something more abstract rather than the clip art, cartoony kinds of graphics. Is there any way to sort through that?
I don't know. The search terms I've put in are usually topical, subject wise, but I have seen ones that are kind of like almost a 60s. I don't know how to describe it. There are background like abstract type patterns, so you can certainly see if any of those, and you don't have to have anything in the center if there's something that you just find a background that you like, and then just the words, you can have that. So
Already.
yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Vanessa.
Hi there. How are you guys doing
Hi.
tonight?
I'm
I'm learning a
awesome.
lot from all your questions.
Oh,
That's
fantastic.
good. I had one question. Sorry, my husband is building something out there. But you hear that.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a course, and we're gonna use this one course for everybody now instead of duplicating the course. We're just have one. So I like your idea with the replays, what you said earlier. That was really good. But the question I'm coming up with now is when we have, say, 10 modules or whatever, and we always like let them come out like on certain days of the course. So the course is 6 weeks. It comes out every, I don't know, Saturday, whatever it is. But for the people that have done the course before, we want them to be able to access the modules at any time so they can go back and watch the videos and things like that. So how can I fulfill the timings on the new people, but still leave the stuff open for the others? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. So you'll be adding people to the course who have already gone through it in a different iteration. Is that what you mean?
No. So let's say we had 20 people in the last course, and they have all the replay videos. They'll be able to see it. And then there's 10 more people coming, say, next week. But so the actual training modules, we usually say module 2 will be open next week, module 3 the week after, and so on and so forth. But we don't want them to have access to those modules and trainings until that date. However, it kind of impacts the people that have gone through the course before, because if I have like the date these modules are released, they won't be able to go back and look at them. Is there a way?
Yeah, I understand.
that?
I understand what you're saying, but when you say that they've been through it before, do you mean not as part of the current course?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay,
So basically,
yeah,
so if I did the course, I'm going to go back and watch a recipe video or whatever because I forgot how to make a dish or whatever, let's say.
Yeah.
So I want it to be.
And you only want to have one course.
Yes. Yeah. Because up until now, we've been operating as every time we duplicate the course, we go back in, blah, blah, blah. And, but I know that Marie and them, they had said that you can just have one course and then just operate it that way.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get my brain to work and think about how you would do it. I'm sure there is a way to do it, but it's not coming to me right this second.
Could you duplicate the course and then as they finish it, put them into the same course, but it's open to them all the time so that it's not dripped to them? So there would be two courses.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but then by sending them to a second course, then they're getting, a new login, or it's kind of a different. I guess you could do it that way. That might be one way. That's one way around it for sure. Yeah.
The
a good
login
idea.
is the same. The login is the
Yeah.
same. The magic link is the same. You know,
Okay.
it takes them to, and you can also remove them from the other course so that they're in effect, you can have an experience like that's the solution I was going to suggest, but you did
Yes.
say that you only wanted to have one course. So I was trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to do that. There probably is a way, but yes, the
Yeah.
absolute easiest way is to have set up is for an alumni, have a course that's just open, has immediate access.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Mhm.
If you wanted them in the same course for some other reason, I will try and wrap my head around that and get an answer to you are you in the
Sure.
Facebook group?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm in Facebook group. Yeah.
Okay. And okay, am I going to find, if you just want to private message me your last name or something, because I can't, all I've got is your first name.
Of course. Yeah.
So that I know who
It's-
I'm tagging.
It's Cantwell. It's all I'll put it
Okay.
here.
All right. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
me.
I will tag you and
Wonderful.
see if I can figure out a solution for just having one course. But yeah, the easiest solution is to have an alumni duplication and then
Yeah.
they've just got it all the time. I'm sure
Yeah.
you can probably do it with tagging and then releasing and much more complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, and then the replays and stuff like that, we can get around it with tagging and such. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. I appreciate the help. Thank you.
No worries. Okay. Chris, are you back again? Or haven't lowered hand? I'm not sure. Chris, do you have another question? No. Okay. He's disappeared. Sue.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
One question about the done for you, and then the others are on here. Just on the first page, it says for uploading our images, our icons and all that, we're supposed to go to the Google folder. I don't know where you're talking about or what Google folder. Like there's not like a link to a Google folder. It's just, it just says if you've got these pictures and icons, it says upload them to your Google folder.
Okay. So you've obviously got access to that setup document. That setup document is in a Google folder that you have access somehow. We send out emails with the Google folder link. Okay. If you can't find it, I will endeavor to
Oh, okay.
resend you
So
that
go
link.
back to that
So
original.
go back to the original email where it said, here you've been added to this mini course to do the guided done for you. Here's a magic link. Here's your Google folder where you can upload logos, videos, all of your course aspects.
Okay.
And within that Google folder are the documents where we're asking you all of those questions.
Okay. It also, I'll send it to support, but it won't let me log in anymore with that. It will let me log in with email that I used about 3 years ago when I just signed up for you had some free things. So that opens up, but EPM doesn't open up anymore. Nothing's there. So I guess I'll send something to support. I just still had the done for you open on my browser. So it's showing up my Google Docs, but it won't let me log in. But I think it's because there's 2 separate emails. So I don't know.
So a lot of people have signed up to be a student of a course, for example, EPM as a student. Okay, in order to be a course creator, you need a course creator account with Xperiencify, which is separate to your student.
Which I do. That's how you sent me all this stuff.
Which you may have used a different email address for. Okay, and so then we have sent you the link to Google. And if you've signed into Google with a different email address, it's not letting you because you've got the permissions for the other Google account. Okay, so yes, please email support. They will sort out for you which email address you've got which Xperiencify account with. Okay, but you need a course creator account in order to build a course. Okay?
Yeah, and I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have that. I've always been able to log in, and it's there. They just won't today.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go on to the forum since that's new. I know you're getting a lot of stuff. I'm working with kids. Yep. So I'd like them to upload their stuff, but I don't want it to be shared. So if they do that just in the forum, will it be that I can see it and then they don't use the comments like in their training? Would that keep it, or is it going to show up anyway?
No, a forum is forum is public. A forum is a community where other people in that group can see things. Okay.
Okay.
Private is if it's just in the action steps and the only people that can see it is the student themselves and the instructor. Okay, so that's an
Okay,
action step.
so, yeah,
Anything
so,
that says like forum by definition means that there's lots of people involved.
or
okay?
comments.
Yeah,
So in the
comments
action
are public.
steps, I want them to upload their stuff in the action
In an
steps,
action step.
not in the comments.
Yep.
Okay, great. Now, when we're in the forum, and since other people can come in there and they can show their face, is there interaction? I mean, you're actually talking like we're talking now?
No.
No. So they're just their
Text-based
faces
interaction.
there.
Okay, so you have a profile image, which can be anything. It could be a cat, it could be an abstract image. It doesn't have to be your face, or it will be, if you haven't uploaded a photo, it will be just your initials. Okay,
Right.
by default, whatever name you've entered as your Xperiencify student account, mine's Danielle Rossi, I will have DR if I haven't uploaded a photo. Okay, so all it is a little tiny circle.
Yeah,
like in
okay,
Facebook.
got that.
Okay, and there at the moment there's no live like video chat.
So
like
it's
on
just
Zoom. It's
text.
text-based. They can upload photos, they can send emojis and GIFs to each other. They can upload a video, like a recorded video of something that they have done. For example, Barb's dog training or whatever. Have I got the right? Anyway, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you can upload a video of something that you've done previously, but there's no live like Zoom interaction like this. It's not a chat room.
Okay. Then if I'm going to do, let's say, a live Q&A once a week, and I could do that on Loom or Zoom or something like that, where would be the best way? Because I'll already have all my modules set up. I'll already have all my trainings. Where would be the best way, like after week 1, I do a Q&A. Where should I go put that?
In the replays section. So in step 3, there's 3 columns. I was just showing it earlier. I'm not sure if you were on the call then, but there you can go back and look at the replay of this. In step 3, you'll see there's a modules and trainings, then there's a replays, and then there's the bonuses, and there's 3 separate sections. If you click on replays, you can upload there the replay of any live call that you've done. And then you will need to put a link in the navigation bar that says replays so that they can access the replays to those calls.
Okay, good. So I could just, because I'm going to pre-record my modules, the videos. So I could have replays, and that could just be like all the Q&As.
Yes.
And then that'd be great. And I could just go through them, and I don't have to try to stick them back in the course is what I didn't want to do.
No.
Okay, and I'll be doing the same thing if you duplicate the course, because they're going to want to come back to it. How do I move all those students into the duplicated course so they can go through it free for all and not the next course starts, that's the drip? How do you move all those students to that duplicated course you were saying?
You can set up an experience that adds them to a course, or you can go into the student section. So you're in your account on the left-hand side, there's a student tab. If you go into students, you can filter the students however you want, by course or by tag or by any other criteria. Select all of the ones that you want on the left-hand side. There's a button next to their name. Select them all, and then go up to the top right. There's a bulk actions, I think it's called, and then you add them to a course. And you select which course you're in. That will just immediately.
Seems to be that it would be simpler to just set up an experience that will add them to that one, but then would I have to go back and delete them from the new drip course?
You can, as part of the experience, you can have an add to course and remove from other course.
Oh, great. Okay, that sounds great. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, who we got next? Lisa.
I have one more if you have time for me. I would like make my welcome video go away. Whether there's an action they can check to make it go away, or if it could go away after a certain amount of time. Way back in the first EPM that was on the old, the XP that was private, it went away. And I'm sure probably
everybody
went away. it went away. But I'm sure everyone
Cool.
hated it and they made it stop. But
Okay.
I would like it to happen.
I believe in the block
Mhm.
where on your homepage, okay, step 4, page builder, homepage, the block where the welcome video has a block visibility tab on the left. And I believe you can set that to a particular date or to show between 2 dates.
I need it, since they're coming in regularly, it needs to be
like
a
an
time
evergreen.
after joining.
Ah. What are the options? Are you in there now? Can you say what the options are for block
I
visibility?
am going in right now. So it will be under layout, right? Edit layout.
No,
No.
you don't
edit
need to. Oh, yes, sorry. Edit content. Edit content.
Edit content.
And then on the left.
So
block
I
visibility.
have always, never, and between date times.
Always, never, between dates. Okay. Okay, I'll have to check in on what the options are there. I don't okay, I obviously wasn't here when the videos disappeared.
The goals used to disappear too.
Yeah, the goals, you still can make the goals and the pre-actions disappear, but now you can opt for them to stay if you want. So under each action, you can choose whether, when it's checked off, whether it's hidden or remains for students. But I didn't know that about the video. I will check in on that for you and get back to you in Facebook.
I could be remembering wrong, but thank you for checking that.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm just going to take 2 more. I've got Simone and Naomi, and then I'm going to have to call it a day. I'm sorry. I've got another appointment. Yes, I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. How do you say
No,
your name?
you said it right. It's Simone. It's Simone.
Okay, fantastic.
I just wanted to make sure I was first.
Yeah, you. Yes.
Not like that in a mean way. Just that was so I understood what you were saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for this whole thing. This platform is my dream come true. So I'm very excited here. I haven't launched any courses yet, but I see when when I go to add an action and it's like an essay response, that there's a minimum number of words. What I am planning to do is a writing challenge. And so I would like it if I could give a prompt and have not only a minimum number of words, but either have a minimum and a maximum, or have like an exact number of words, be like, you have to write exactly 50 words, because that's what makes it like challenging and fun as a game, you know?
Yeah.
So I was wondering if that's possible.
I don't think it is right this second. No. I can put it in as a feature request and see what happens. Exact number of words. So you'd like a minimum and a maximum.
Yes.
And also the option for an exact number. So when it says, currently you can set it for minimum 50, or I think you can go way, I think you can say 100,000, I'm not sure, but okay, yes, that is not possible right this second, but I can put it into the team and get back to you and let you know what their response is.
I appreciate it. 100,000, that's an entire novel. That would be pretty that would be pretty wild if you like write your entire novel in this space.
I was testing the other day how long you can set in the quizzes in multiple choice, there's a timer where you can say you can't reattempt this before another 5 minutes or another 2 minutes or whatever. And one of the coaches wanted to know, can you basically not let them reattempt it? And so I put in like 100,000 minutes and it worked. So we're testing the capabilities all the time. I'll put that into the team and get back to you. Are you in Facebook? In the Facebook?
I don't
group?
think so. I can join it. I can go ahead and join it.
Yeah, it's just called Xperiencify. And you can also ask, questions and feature requests in there as well and get the team's response.
Okay.
It also helps when you've got other people saying, yeah, we want that, we want that, we want that.
That would be cool. I do have one more brief question. Has anyone tried making a virtual escape room?
Not
Like
to
an
my
escape
knowledge.
room, like you
That
have a
would be a
room and
great question. That would be a great question for the Facebook group.
I will ask the Facebook group. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You're welcome. Sounds fun. Okay. Naomi, hello.
Hi, thank you for doing this.
That's
This is my
all right.
first time. This is my
Welcome.
first time, and I'm still in the. I just started using the trial mode. I've been hosting my courses at the Kajabi and also Podia, and I'm using webinar to get new students for my courses.
Yeah.
So is there any place I can find like more information on how to host a free workshops on Xperiencify?
There is an article on how to run a free challenge. We can't at this moment in time host like live interactive video on our platform. So if you're going to have a live component, it will need to be hosted on a different platform. And
Yeah,
then,
I've been using Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And I just need a sales page and sign up the registration form.
Yeah.
Then the minimum of the replay page. But I'm really confused on adding those celebrations and the navigation bar that said home, courses, and all lessons, because I just have only one lesson.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. It's not really built for the purpose of just a webinar funnel. But if you go into Help Center, which is in your Xperiencify account, on the left-hand side, there's a little option at the bottom that says help. On the left column, the last option is Help Center. You can go to that or to howto.xperiencify.com. In there, if you type in challenge, there will be an article on how to run a challenge in Xperiencify. That might give you some ideas. You can certainly have a sales page in Xperiencify. You can certainly have a replay. Your top navigation bar can have whatever you want. It doesn't have to have those links. You can change them, okay? And you could certainly have the replay and then a button to purchase something. That all is possible, but it's not built really as, you know, the live interactive thing as I explained before, but you can certainly set it up, and I'll have a think about it and see, maybe after you've read the challenge article, if you post in Facebook group asking other people, have they done this or have they got any ideas, I will try and see it and also pop in once I've had a think about it and see what we can come up with together, because yeah, that would be really good to be able to use the platform for that with the gamification.
Okay, how do I find the Facebook group?
It's just called Xperiencify. I'll put the link in the chat here. Of course, I haven't got it there.
And is there any way to ask real-time question from my admin area besides coming to the weekly office hour?
Not live. You can. There is a chat widget where you can ask. It's basically by email. It's asynchronous. So you put your question in, and the tech team will respond to you. It's usually pretty quickly.
Because when I type question in the chat, it just takes me to the knowledge base and not the any customized question answered. So
I think there's you need to, let me share screen. I have put the link to the Facebook group in the chat there, and I'll share my screen and see if I can show you what.
All right, great.
Happens with the chat widget. Okay, instant answers. How can we help you? Hey, got a question? I think you click this, hey, got a question? and then you enter your name and then you put your question in there and hit send, and then the team will answer you. Okay, so up the top, yeah, it's not really clear, is it? I'll get the team to fix that up.
Oh. Thanks for showing that. That saves my time.
They've changed it very recently, so
Okay.
yeah, no worries.
Great,
Okay,
thank you so
I
much.
see that there's some questions in the chat. Let me see if there's and then I'm going to have to wrap it up because I've got another meeting to go to. I would like to change the color of the XP number that pops up at the bottom of a course screen when someone earns points. Default is green. There is John, if you're still here, maybe not. I'll put this answer in the Facebook group as well, but there is a CSS article on changing the points pop up at the bottom. I'm not sure if it includes all the colors and everything, but that is, if you want customized CSS, you can hire our developers to write that for you. There is also information on, you know, custom CSS in the help center. So I'll answer John when I get back into the Facebook group. What else is there? I think that's all. Simone, did you have another question? Simone? She may have stepped away. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. If Simone's not there, I'll wrap it up. I'll see you guys in the Facebook group. I've got a couple of videos to shoot, and I'll see you next week. We've got a training, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check on my calendar what it is, but every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, we alternate between open office hours and a live training with a handout. Those of you who love the handouts, and I will see you there. So see you in the Facebook group, everyone.
Thank you, Danielle. That was
Bye.
great.
You're welcome.
Bye now.
Bye.